We recently updated our Nomad Sculpt Beginners course with another 2.5 hours of content all about how to make a little vinyl toy by 3D printing it yourself. This video is showing the block out phase that we used in that course, and it's all about how to just take primitive shapes and make the kind of things that you want to become your character. So just dive right in, have a look at how we use things like spheres and basic shapes just to make the parts that we need for our character. Okay, so the next thing is blocking out. So what we want to do now is, we don't, for the time being, we don't even need these fronts and sides. We'll just go back to the perspective one and we'll just start adding the things that we know we want to add. So we'll go, we need to add a body. So that would be a sphere. And we'll scale that down, and we know the body's going to go there, don't we? We need to add a 2 arms and 2 legs is the next thing. So basically we can change that sphere, we can clone it, bring it to the side, bring it up like this, like so, scale it down a little bit, and then rotate it a little bit like that. And then we'll validate it, and then we'll use the move tool like so. And we'll just roughly create a shape of where the arm's going to be. And that's, again, very, very simple shapes. We don't need to do any more than that. We're gonna adjust them all with the artwork in a moment. Need to basically copy that for the leg. So we would do clone and then rotate that round. Can actually rotate it forward because we know we want the leg to be bent a little bit like that. Put that in place, and then that's the leg done. That's as simple as we need for the leg. So let's just mirror those across. So up to the top for symmetry, world, left to right, yes. Same for the arm, tap it, symmetry, world, left to right, yes. That's the arms done. Now we do need them separate. We don't need them as individual parts for now. In fact, we can leave them as the two. It doesn't matter while we're doing our blocking out. And we just need some ears now. So we go add, and we'll do cylinder. We'll reduce the cylinder down in size, say validate, move it up, rotate it round and scale it down, and that's our ear. So bring it down, something like that. And that is as simple as it needs to be for our block out. That will get us going really, really quickly. And now we can scale it up and get all of the length of the limbs correctly. So let's continue blocking it out. So now we'll go to our camera and let's try it from the front first of all. So first thing we need to do, let's move these parts of the arms around. So we want it bigger at the bottom, like so. Want it smaller at the top, something like that. Now, notice it's not doing this side. That's because I forgot to put symmetry on. So if that does happen, just do the good old symmetry, world, left to right, yes, and it'll just fix it back to it. But just best to remember to put symmetry on. Let's just snap it to the front. Just make sure it looks roughly about right, which it does. Now the leg, what we'll do is we'll use the move tool mainly. So we'll bring that up. Again, need symmetry on. Move it up, wider. We'll leave it down below the floor. Don't worry about that because we're going to snip it off in a moment. Like so. Let's bring it a little bit to the side because I wouldn't mind seeing before I even go to the side view. I know what it's going to look like roughly from the side. And then that looks good. And then just keep snapping back to that image. And then we will change the body next. So validate, move. We'll just make it our chunky little body, symmetry on. Make sure we've got enough volume in this body. That's that done. Whenever you're not sure, just snap it back. Just get that head in the right place, or obviously just use your camera front. Now the ear, move it down, scale it down, and move it into roughly the right place, like so. Once you've got it roughly right, then it's time to do world, left to right, yes. So we've got 2 there. So what you can do, just to help you if you wish, is just select it all, ticks on them, and let's just change it to a little bit of a red colour. Take the roughness down, take the metalness down completely and go reddish. So we know now what's, that we're absolutely using, we know what's the teddy bear. It was getting too much grey, I found. So that's looking good. Now let's just clean it up a little bit in this blocking phase. So again, back to camera. So you have to uncheck everything again now. Back to camera, and then we'll go front, and then on the legs, and we'll go trim, and we'll go rectangle, drag it up and trim it away. And that's our legs done. So already we've blocked out our entire character in really a matter of minutes, but let's have a look at it from the side, because I'm sure it's going to be wrong now. So camera, side, and that wasn't the right one, was it? We wanted that one. So now we've got to really start using the move tool and to adjust it into place. So move, and let's get those ears bent. Whoops, we didn't use symmetry again, did we? So ears bent. I think they're a bit thicker actually, so we'll make them thicker. And then move tool again, nearer the head, up like so, and then move it back inside the ear a little bit. So that should look roughly right. Don't worry that it's very smooth, because we're going to dynamesh it in a moment. Not smooth, sorry, very, very sharp around the edges there. If you want to put the wireframe on, you'll see what I mean. It's got a very sharp edge there. So that's fine for the ears. Turn wireframe off. And let's, for the moment, let's change our overlay this way. So we've got the transparency is gone, so we can just see our little character. And already he's looking quite good. He's already got the shape of a little teddy bear. So we're, I think we're almost done on the block out. Let's quickly snap back and have a little look. So what we haven't got is the arms in the right place. So we want the arms to be, they actually need to be rotated around a little bit, I think. Something like that. No, that's not going to work. So we'll use the move instead. So we'll bring huge brush, and we'll bring that fist, because it's supposed to be like a bent arm with a great big fist. So that now should look better, and we'll bring it to the side like so. We'll bring his body in line, because his body was out of line. So we need a much tighter back. If this is moving too fast, then just bring this intensity down. So bring it down there, and we will need a little bobtail. And then we want to go snap it. Make sure we're snapping it to the front again. And we'll bring those legs forward and back like that. And that should give us what we're after. So let's go back to our perspective view. Looks good. Foot looks good. We do need a little tail, so if we just duplicate the head, we'll rename it all in a minute. Scale that down, bring it down, and there's a simple little way of doing a little bobtail for our little bear character. Bring it out to the back, down and down and down, and then we've got his little tail there, like so. So that's all looking absolutely fine. Now, with his cheeks here, we might want to just play with those a little bit and just get them a bit more volume, because we want a big smiley character. So we can just indicate some volume here. You can see this. And if you're finding it's not quite right, then just hold smooth and smooth it down to tighten it down a bit. But there you can see he's looking fine. Nice, good, chunky cheeks. And we will check back to make sure that we haven't messed up his silhouette. If you're not bothered, obviously now you might not need your reference quite as much now, because you can probably just start you designing it from here without needing that reference. Once you've got the layout right, you might want to change it significantly from the design that we were using. So that's completely up to you, but just the fact that you know how to put those images in would be quite useful. So making sure the arms have got these big ball volumes on there. Let's turn off our outline for a moment just to see. And if you do 3 fingers on the screen, you can see you can spin the the mat cap a little bit, and that'll show you all around. Not so keen on the feet shape there, so we'll go underneath, make sure that we've got perspective off, which we have, snap it from underneath, like so, hold down to lock it, make sure it's locked, and then we'll just move, using move tool, we'll just move them to rounded feet. So we're not going to change the profile much, but they'll look much more like bear paws, or much more rounded, something like that. So unlock it and have a look, and those ears don't look good to me. So let us tap on the ears. We'll go up to our geometry panel here, and we'll go to Voxel. We'll do a low voxel remerge of under 200, maybe about 150, something like that, and then remesh that. We've got a nice, it's going to look rough, but don't worry about that, because what we're going to do now is we're going to smooth it down. So larger brush, and then really start to smooth those ears down. So, and that looks fine to me. What we need to do is smooth the top here a lot more, and we will use the move to just get it a little bit better lined up. So this is where you can start playing a little bit now. You can start, you know, trying to feel your way with your first, you know, vinyl character, but you want to keep it as basic as possible. So keep it like, you know, keep everything to really rudimentary shapes. Try and make it as, you know, smooth and you know, don't have anything that's too detailed at this stage. We're still only in the initial blocking out stage here. And there we go. So what I'll do is I'll save this bear at this stage for you, and I'll put that in the down below in the file so you can access it, and then we can move on to the next phase. This is just one chapter from our entire Nomad Beginners Sculpt course, and obviously this one is all very, very specifically about how to make a little articulated toy. So if you're interested in any of this kind of thing, then take a look at the links down below, and you can see where we do the full huge course. I really hope you're enjoying these kind of videos, and if you are, please give us a thumbs up, because it does help us to get in front of other people that like this kind of content. And if you've given us a thumbs up, then why not subscribe to the channel, and we can let you know when we upload new content, which is every week. This channel is all about how to help you create in new and innovative ways.